Listen closely to the quietest sound in your financial life. It is not the loud crash of a sudden market failure or a massive, terrifying impulse buy. Instead, it is a silent, almost invisible leakage every single month, while you are sleeping, while you are working, or while you are simply living your life. Small fractions of your wealth are quietly sliding out of your account. $5 here, $10 there. $15 for an app you haven't opened in months. You look at your bank statement, experiencing a vague sense of irritation, but you dismiss it, telling yourself, well, it's just the price of a cup of coffee. I can afford it. You prefer to believe that these micropayments are giving you total freedom, infinite choice, and immediate access to the modern world. But let us look at the brilliant, predatory reality. The global supercorporations have pulled off the ultimate heist in economic history. They realized that selling you a single physical product once is an inefficient way to extract your wealth. So, they changed the matrix. They stopped selling you goods, and they started renting you existence. You walked into a psychological cage where you no longer own anything. Not your software, not your entertainment, not your data, and soon, not even your car. You have been transformed from a consumer into a permanent resource, being mined by a recurring billing cycle. Welcome back to Human Secrets. Today, we unlock the final episode of our series, The Retail Trap. We are stripping away the illusions of the modern subscription economy to expose the subscription cage we are, deconstruct the hidden neurochemical traps that corporate giants use to lock your mind into a state of permanent financial submission, and reveal how to break the invisible digital chains to reclaim your true autonomy. To understand how radical and aggressive this new corporate matrix has become, we must look at a stunning pivot from the automotive industry. A few years ago, the luxury automotive giant BMW introduced a feature that caused an uproar among drivers worldwide. Customers who purchased a brand new vehicle for over $50,000 sat in their cars during winter and discovered a digital paywall. The physical heating coils were already built into the leather, but to actually make the seat warm, the corporation demanded a monthly subscription fee. How did we reach a point where a multi-billion-dollar corporation can lock the physical parts of a machine you already bought? This is the ultimate application of the sunk cost trap converted into Once a consumer makes a massive financial commitment, their psychological resistance to minor, ongoing fees drastically decreases. By turning a physical feature into a recurring software license, the corporation shifts the power balance. You are no longer an owner, but a tenant. If you stop paying, the corporation flips a switch in a cloud server thousands of miles away, and your physical reality turns cold. Let us break down the exact neurochemical trigger that lures you into this trap in the first place. It is a psychological masterpiece called the dopaminergic amnesia, delivered through the weaponized phrase, "Start your 7-day free trial." When a corporation offers you a free trial, your brain does not perceive any financial risk. Your logical brain drops its defenses because the price is mathematically zero. The algorithm forces you to enter your credit card information up front, but promises you can cancel anytime. The moment you click that button, your brain receives an immediate hit of dopamine. You feel the thrill of acquiring a new power or entertainment without paying the emotional cost of spending currency. But the corporation is betting on an evolutionary flaw known as the ostrich effect. Once the free trial ends, the micro-billing begins automatically. Because the amount is intentionally small, it fails to trigger the brain's primitive alarm system for danger or financial threat. Furthermore, humans suffer from severe cognitive inertia. We naturally avoid tasks that create minor administrative friction, like logging into an account, remembering a password, and finding the hidden cancel subscription button. Your brain literally prefers to ignore the minor loss of $9 rather than confront the temporary mental discomfort of cancellation. The corporation successfully transforms your subconscious laziness into a permanent stream of recurring revenue. Once you are inside the cage, the subscription matrix uses a secondary psychological lever to keep you from escaping. The illusion of infinite value combined with consumption guilt. Think about why you keep paying. For massive streaming platforms like Netflix or Spotify, even during months when you barely use them, the marketing team constantly primes your brain with the idea of abundance, access to over 100,000 movies, or millions of songs in your pocket. Your brain evaluates this deal and concludes that paying $15 for a mountain of content is an incredible economic victory. But this abundance triggers a dark behavioral paradox. When you realize you have access to everything, but you only have time to watch 1 or 2 movies a month, a subtle, uncomfortable feeling of consumption, guilt, creeps into your mind. Your subconscious thinks, I am paying $15 a month for this massive library. If I cancel now, I will lose access to all of it. And that means I wasted all the money I paid in the past. To resolve this psychological discomfort, you keep the subscription active, promising yourself, I will watch more movies next month to make it worth the price. You are caught in a classic loop of the loss aversion bias. The corporation isn't selling you entertainment anymore. They are selling you the insurance policy of a fantasy lifestyle that you don't actually have the time to live. But let us confront the most profound, deeply hidden philosophical crises of this final level of the retail trap. The total erasure of personal ownership. For generations, when our parents bought a book, a music album, or a tool, that item became a physical piece of their personal estate. They could read it 50 years later. They could pass it down to their children, or they could sell it to a stranger at a garage sale. The transaction was absolute. The consumer held the power of permanence. Today, when you click buy on a digital bookstore, a movie streaming platform, or a software application, you need to read the hidden legal text carefully. You did not buy the object. You only bought a revocable, non-transferable license to access. We saw the terrifying reality recently when major corporations erased digital movies and video games from thousands of customers' libraries. Corporate distribution contracts had expired. People woke up to find that the products they had paid money for had simply vanished into thin air. By removing the physical permanence of goods, the modern retail matrix has placed humanity in a state of perpetual digital vulnerability. You can no longer build a personal archive. You cannot inherit digital wealth. You are entirely dependent on the continuous financial compliance of your monthly payments. The moment your card bounces or you choose to disconnect, the matrix executes a total digital eviction. You own nothing, you retain nothing, and you are left completely exposed. Realizing that your digital life was just a beautiful illusion on a rented screen, from the scent of bakery at the supermarket door, to the hidden maze of IKEA, to the predictive algorithms of big data, and finally, to the invisible digital cage of the subscription economy, we have traveled through the entire architecture of the retail trap. Mega corporations are not evil, but they are cold, calculating systems designed to turn your primitive biology into their predictable profit. They want a world where your willpower is drained, your decisions are exhausted, and your wealth is extracted automatically. NG. But awareness is the ultimate antidote. The moment you see the levers of the matrix, the manipulation loses its magic. You can reclaim your financial sovereignty and break out of the cage by implementing 3 radical rules of engagement today. First, execute a subscription decimation immediately. Open your banking app right now. Audit every single recurring payment. Apply the rule of direct exchange. If you have not physically used that service in the last 30 days, cancel it immediately. Do not succumb to the guilt of consumption. Real tools can always be reactivated, but your leaked wealth can never be recovered. Second, return to the luxury of permanence. Whenever possible, reject the micro-rental model. Choose to buy the physical book, download open-source software, or purchase the tool that you can actually hold in your hands. Reclaim the profound human dignity of true ownership. Finally, understand that the ultimate weapon against the retail matrix is contentment. The system relies on creating artificial scarcity, convincing you that happiness is always just one more purchase or subscription away. Break the illusion. Reclaim your mind. Reclaim your freedom. Thank you for watching this final episode of our investigative series, The Retail Trap. If this journey has helped you, make sure to subscribe to Human Secrets and hit the notification bell. Leave your thoughts below. Stay independent, stay vigilant, and stay free. We will see you in the next chapter.